What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, and got some new articles just tweeted out by Sean Murray that alludes to what I think everybody has been waiting on pins and needles to learn more about. There's been a lot of interest in VR and online, but a lot of people, they like to play solo, they like to explore. A lot of people have been lingering on, is there going to be variation in this update? Are we going to get variation? I think the answer to that is yes, although I can't 100% confirm it. This is secondhand from an author who was able to interview Sean Murray and get a chance to play the game. But this article from Eurogamer, which was just tweeted out by Sean Murray, states right here, says there are mounts, rideable aliens, denser and more varied biomes. And this is from Eurogamer. So denser, more varied biomes. Now we know that No Man's Sky 2.0 introduces quality of life improvements and polish of existing features of a lot of things in the game. The bullet points for next was 250 bullet points according to Sean Murray, and he said this is twice as much, 500 bullet points for the patch notes, things that changes and stuff that they have made. So 2.0 is exactly what people are interested in and waiting for. There's a lot of improvements. There is another spot right here where he says there seems to be a greater diversity in biomes, though it's obviously hard to say precisely how much. So from a brief snippet of play. So these people are seeing variation improvements, biome improvements, more denser and more varied biomes. That is also something that's pretty evident when we take a look at the trailer that we got. We see what looks like a more denser area of trees with an improvement of what the trees look like. There's a graphical improvement on the surface of the tree. it looks better. It looks a lot better. We also have an article from Games Radar, I believe, and this one got me a little bit too hyped. This one is titled No Man's Sky Beyond is No Man's Sky 2 in all but the name. And I was like, what? So this one starts off by reading and saying, Hello Games is about to attempt a big and well-deserved rebrand. No Man's Sky Beyond isn't necessarily a new beginning, but it is the launch point for what the studio is referring to internally as No Man's Sky 2.0. The truth is, Beyond represents something far more ambitious than that moniker alone might suggest. I know that Sean Murray will hate me for saying this, but Beyond is in essence No Man's Sky 2, minus the decimal point and the zero that follows it, and Hello Games' general hesitation to title it so. So yes, these authors are looking for clicks. They're looking for that, but they're journalists, so they got to see things that we didn't. With all the changes that they made for 2.0, the things that we're learning about so far, I could see it as being a sequel. Yeah, I mean, VR is being implemented, online improvement. There's a graphical improvement that we've seen, but I'm really excited about the denser, more varied biomes and things like that. We did get to see some of them, but there is more to this article here, and we're going to take a look. I got some notes written down because it is quite a long article, so I got some notes here. So Games Radar, the world's No Man's Sky generates. This is a very awesome quote right here. The world's No Man's Sky generates aren't just magnificent to behold anymore. They're going to feel properly populated. They're going to feel properly. They're not just magnificent now. They're going to now feel more properly populated. So I don't know what that means. Buildings. I don't know what that means. That certain animals, you're only going to find them at water, down by the waterfront, or certain animals are going to be found in elevated areas, like in the mountains, or you know what I mean. So I don't know if that means like the proper placement of certain animals, and they're not just randomly running around. So that's an interesting quote right there. The world's No Man's Sky generates aren't just magnificent to behold anymore. They're going to feel properly populated. So that is an interesting comment. Base building returns to the force once again, with Hello Games anticipating that players will want to spend more time than ever before building a home, if not thriving communities. So there's been improvement to building. I believe the hubs are about to get a big push on what we're able to do. So guys, if you got a Cult of the Atlas save, our hub called the Cult of the Atlas, get in there, guys. Let's get ready, because I believe that place is about to expand big time with the new building stuff. Then it goes on to say, what does funnily change play, on the other hand, is Hello Games combining hundreds of additions, alterations, improvements, and quality of life changes, 3 years of iteration packed cohesively into one universe. It's presenting the type of expanded and unified experience that you would expect to see a high-concept debut such as No Man's Sky refine out the inevitable sequel. So awesome things to take away from there. There was one more thing in here that was interesting. Let me see if I can find it. This right here, this comment. Comment is going to tailor towards the people who are not interested in VR or the online portion, who want more variation. They want more updates to the game outside of VR and online. This is a 2.0 type conversation here, where he says the fact that you'll now be able to play the entirety of No Man's Sky in virtual reality with Hello Games supporting PSVR, Oculus, Vive, and Index at launch is actually the least interesting component of the package, according to this author. What does fundamentally change play, on the other hand, is Hello Games combining hundreds of additions, alterations, improvements, and quality of life changes. So that is definitely a 2.0 reference. This author is more interested and more excited about what he's seen from the 2.0 than what he's seen from No Man's Sky VR. So that is definitely good news for people out there that was waiting to see what number 3 was, waiting to see what kind of gameplay that tailored to. And this guy's calling it No Man's Sky 2. We got people saying that there's more denser, more varied biomes in the game. So this is all great news. Let me know what you guys think down below. But also keep in mind that although we did see improvement in the trailer for a more denser biome, keep in mind that our imaginations could get away from ourselves, and we're thinking like all this amazing images in our head, it's an improvement to the biomes. It's now confirmed. That's a fact, according to these guys who got a chance to get hands-on with it. But just carpets and curtains. Remember, carpets and curtains. That's what we're getting. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this video. Let me know what you think down below. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Until next time.